From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Montana did not use all the money the federal government sent it to use for rent assistance during the pandemic. Coming up, find out how the state now may have to send those dollars back. And fish in the Madison River threatened by a sudden drop in water levels. What's causing it and what's being done coming up at 6:35. It is 6:30 on this Wednesday, first day of December. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell, and it feels like the first day of September outside.
It does. The daytime highs this time of year into the 30s.
Yeah, I'm looking at your map. I see it's 55 degrees currently in Bozeman.
Yep.
53 in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas,
Las
yeah.
Vegas. It's cooler there than it is in Butte.
Keep in mind the wind has a lot to do with that here in southwest Montana. We had some cloud cover. We're not getting rid of that daytime heat yesterday. Our temperatures will probably be well into the 60s, and I have hesitations of only being 61, especially if we get more of a westerly wind into the afternoon, which we're going to be dealing with wind gusts between 30, 40 miles an hour in some cases. It's going to be a windy and warm afternoon for the day today. A windy evening. We're going to talk about our chances of cooling things down. There is some light at the end of the tunnel. I'll talk about it, of course, coming up here in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31, our top story this half hour. A federal judge in Louisiana has granted a preliminary injunction halting a federal rule that would require healthcare workers at facilities that receive federal funding to get a COVID-19 vaccine. The rule put in place by the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services was set to take effect on Monday, December 6th. Judge Terry Doty stopped the rule from taking effect nationwide and ruled that the injunction will remain in place until a final resolution in the case. Montana, one of 14 states listed as plaintiffs in that case. Earlier this month, Montana hospitals said they would work to comply with the Biden administration on the rule. During the 2021 legislative session, Montana lawmakers passed a bill banning vaccine requirements. Tuesday's order comes one day after another federal court blocked the rule for other states that had sued to stop it. Now, several of Montana's political delegation applauding the ruling. Attorney General Austin Knudsen says, quote, with the CMS mandate now blocked in Montana until the case is decided, medical facilities have no reason to threaten their employees if they don't get the vaccine. Governor Greg Gianforte called the mandate unconstitutional and said, quote, hundreds of Montanans at risk of losing their livelihoods from the president's unlawful overreach can now breathe a sigh of relief. And Montana Republican Senator Steve Daines called the decision big news for Montana, saying, quote, President Biden's overreaching COVID-19 vaccine mandates threaten Montana hospitals, Montana healthcare workers, and Montanans seeking access to essential care. 6:32 now. The Biden administration says it will soon reallocate as much as $800 million of unspent federal money sent to states for emergency rental assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic. Montana, one of the states that has not spent most of its money. So what may happen to our emergency rental funds? TN's Mike Dennison picks up the story.
Montana's allocation of rental assistance money was $200 million, but as of this week, it has dispersed or obligated only $40 million of those funds, or 20%. About $23 million has helped Montanans pay rent or utility bills, and another $14 million has been set aside for the state health department to provide housing stability services for healthcare workers. The Biden administration says it may redirect some of the unused money to other states whose programs are running out of money, like New York or Texas. But Montana Governor Greg Gianforte has asked the Biden administration for more leeway on how Montana could spend its money to help those in need of housing.
We're trying to close the housing gap. The emergency rental assistance was designed for people that were in rental programs. We're looking for more flexibility to help more generally with the problem in some of our communities that are seeing such a shortage of housing.
He says they've yet to hear back on that request. When asked what the administration has in mind for spending our unused money, Gianforte said they'll have to see what the Biden administration will allow.
We'll have to operate within the rules that they give us. We'd like to see everyone under a warm roof.
Gianforte also sent a letter to our congressional delegation 2 weeks ago, asking for help on getting approval to use the money for what he called long-term solutions to Montana's housing shortage. But that letter also didn't say specifically what the administration wants to do. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
6:34 now. Northwestern Energy confirms it's working on some unspecified problems at the Hebgen Dam. Problem causing a drastic decrease in water flow to the Madison River. TN's John Amy has more this morning from Northwestern Energy's headquarters in Butte.
Water levels dropped dramatically on the Madison River Tuesday after a problem occurred at the Hebgen Dam. A Northwestern Energy spokesperson told MTN News that the Butte-based utility, which operates the dam, was in communication with its river resource partners on the situation and was working to restore flow to the Madison River as of Tuesday afternoon. According to the United States Geological Survey, the Madison River just below the dam dropped from a discharge of about 650 cubic feet per second to about 195 CFS. USGS chart showed the river dropped about 3/4 of a foot in that location. Eyewitness reports said fish were seen stranded along that part of the river due to the sudden drop in water. John Amy, MTN News.
Now, Fish, Wildlife and Parks officials are on the scene working to rescue those stranded fish and take care of the spawning beds that are in that area as well. We'll continue to follow this story. Meantime, until now, only 6 black mountaineers have reached the top of Mount Everest, according to the Outside Business Journal. Now, one group preparing to become the first all-black team to summit the world's highest mountain. Michelle London caught up with the leader of this expedition, explains this crew's mission to inspire people of color to spend more time in the great outdoors.
I mean, when you're at that threshold of 17,000 feet, you're living at 17,000 feet. It's still a struggle.
From his home in Cortez, Colorado,
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Philip Henderson hops on his weekly Zoom call. This team of experienced mountaineers is talking strategy, preparation, and survival months before embarking on a historic climb.
You know, training, it's not just the physical stuff, but it's even all those little mental things.
Early next spring, they hope to become the first all-black team to summit Mount Everest, the world's highest mountain. The crew, named Full Circle Everest, has grown to 7 men and 2 women, living everywhere from Florida, California, New York, and Colorado. They're no strangers to the great outdoors. Philip will lead this expedition. At 58, he's got 30 years of climbing experience and memorable expeditions under his belt.
But this is actually on Kilimanjaro.
Everest, which borders China and Nepal, reaches an elevation of more than 29,000 feet, which means living in the great outdoors in extremely high altitudes for several weeks.
It'll take approximately 2 months. Yeah. You know, an average day could be 6, 8 hours, 10 hours.
Philip is training to be ready for every scenario, all while carrying 50 pounds of necessities.
A sleeping pad, a sleeping bag, a few layers of clothing, a stove, fuel.
In some ways, I feel pressure of being the team leader.
This mission is about more than just a team. They want to do something bigger, bring awareness of outdoor sports to members of the Black and brown communities who may not see it as an option.
I really feel like it's representation. And it's like when you see people like yourself doing things, and you're more likely to do it.
A study from Resource Report highlights that underrepresentation. African Americans only make up 1.2% of all visitors in national parks, including hiking trails, while Latinos account for between 3.8 and 6.7%. Non-Hispanic whites make up between 88 and 95%. Discrimination is also a factor. Black Americans were banned from certain public sites through segregation until the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Physical safety is another concern. In a 2018 study, 66% of Black participants said they associated certain forests, trails, and similar environments with slavery and lynchings in the Jim Crow era.
To me, it's still day to day. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Philip is working to change these statistics through education, exposure, and awareness.
Mesa Verde National Park.
Challenging his community and himself in a big way.
To get all the voices that I know exist out there in the Black and brown community, so it's not uncommon.
Reporting in Cortez, Colorado, I'm Michelle London.
Oh, a story we're going to continue to follow here on Montana This Morning, attempting Everest next spring. 6:39, time for a break. If you're